Hello, I'm jashykins, and I'm going to be talking about last night's episode of The Walking Dead, 18 Miles Out. Now, one thing I loved about this episode was we finally got to see a fight between Rick and Shane. And personally, I've been waiting for a fight to break out since the first season. I mean, at one point in the first season, Shane aims a gun at Rick, and it's only because Dale stopped him that Shane didn't shoot, in my humble opinion. It's not really that humble. But anyways, I liked that, and there were zombies. Lots of zombies, and Rick actually ended up having to save Shane. And I love Shane's expression when Rick and Randall seem to leave Shane on the bus. And Shane's just like, it was, but then, Rick does come back. But, they didn't end up leaving Randall at the school, and they brought Randall back. So they haven't really decided what to do about Randall. And sort of been hinted in the show and, the show afterwards, The Talking Dead, that there might be more to Randall than meets the eye. Because really, the guy who plays Randall said he wasn't really told about his character, just that his character was a survivor, which can mean a whole shitload of things. It doesn't have to be good. It can totally be bad. And one of the compelling things in this episode was when, the girl that's been in a coma the last, 2 or 3 episodes said, finally gets up and actually considers committing suicide. And it's, Andrea ends up taking an extreme route. Because, as you know, at the end of the first season, she wanted to commit suicide, but Dale sort of tricked her into getting out and saving her life. So she's dealt with this suicide thing before. And so she gives her advice to the girl. And the girl ends up, attempting suicide, but not doing anything that would actually kill her. And so when Maggie comes out all fucking pissed off that Andrea said something that nearly made her sister kill herself, Andrea is basically like, hey, did what I had to. And even Lori tells Maggie, sometimes you do have to cross the line. One of the most confrontational parts, besides, the Rick and Shane part, of course, was the fact that Andrea rants at Lori because Lori just seems to not realize how fucking lucky she is. And Andrea goes, every one of us has to deal with our own shit, and you don't have to deal with anything half as bad, so shut up, bitch. That was sort of nice to see her sort of, I don't know if put in her place, because I particularly don't mind Lori, though I think in the past few episodes, she's been getting a little more annoying. And I've been saving the best for last. Yes, there probably is another way to transmit, the zombie disease from zombie to human. Because Rick and Shane and Randall, when they're going to, just leave Randall there, they see 2, dead, 2 dead. And they notice there's no bite or scratch marks. well, they just don't see fight. And so Shane goes, well, you know, probably a scratch. And, you know, this, if there's an other way to transmit being a zombie, that's been discussed when, you know, the first episode of the second half of the second season, on The Talking Dead, it was brought up that, wait, is it possible for, you know, that girl to become a zombie because she didn't seem to be bitten? So now we're going along with that subplot, so I'm really, really interested to see how this goes. And until next video, goodbye.